सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. This is the words which Krishna told in his Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. As we are seeing question answers starting from yesterday, another interesting question which came: how to beat fear. Some way or the other, some days or the other, we will be fearful. But let's see what is the root cause and how to come out of that. With one disclaimer, there is no prescriptive way. There is only one way, which is told by Lord Krishna, which is what we are going to see in the ultimate end. First, let's decode the fear. Generally, any fear comes in two forms. One is internal, another one is external. Let us take an example. Will something happen to me will be internal. Will I have any medical challenge? Will I have any financial challenge? Will I have any challenge internally? Is an internal fear. And there is an external fear. What will happen to my loved ones? Will they be living safe and secure life? They have gone to school, colleges, offices. Will they be coming back safely? These all are the external one. There is another form where we can get fear because of our actions. Some of the actions we do may result in the situation which we don't want to or which we don't like to. That however we have done that action and we have to face that situation, we might have fear that when will we get that situation, what will happen to that? The fear actually goes down to another level called anxiousness. Fear is something, the situation comes to us and we face it. Anxiousness is, when will that situation come to me? How will I face it? This is anxiousness. Krishna actually answers both. Let us take example of Arjuna. The problem which Arjuna faces here, or the fear he has, is, if I kill my guru, if I kill my own brothers, if I kill Bhishma, who is a brother of my father, who is almost like my father, will I not get sin? Will it not be an obstacle to go to moksha? That is what his fear. Krishna actually answers that fear with the sloka, as I said, Aham tva sarvapapetyo mokshayishyami ma shisha. He says, do your karma, and then any outcome of that, you are doing a dharmic activity. Because you are a warrior, you have to kill people to save the dharma. So as long as you do dharmic activity, Krishna will be with you. Here the dharmic activity is even killing the enemies. Because they are non-dharmic people and we are not in those situations of killing people. We are not in a situation where I am in a dilemma whether to go against my own father or my own relatives. The fear we have is a very simple fear. For example, today I am getting a small headache. Because of lot of technological development, I go and then type what is the cause of the headache. That internet site is going to give me the biggest form of that headache. Then my fear will start. What if I have that? This can be one of the fear which is internal, right? Similarly, some of my relatives is admitted in hospital. What will happen to that particular relative? These are external. Now, to overcome this fear, as I said first, it should not lead to the anxiousness. Lord Krishna actually says, because of your karma, what will happen will happen. You be anxious, you don't be anxious, but it will happen. So first of all, being anxious need to be cut. How to do that? I'll tell in a minute. First of all, we should not get our fear to anxiousness. As I said, anxiousness is nothing but waiting for the situation to come. How to handle, I don't know. This is what is anxiousness. Now the root cause of anxiousness is fear. How to cut fear? There are two things which Sanatana Dharma actually prescribes us. In this particular Kali Yuga, to overcome any fearful situation, Vedavyasa actually says, Yatapnoti tatapnoti kalau sankirtya Keshavaha. In Tamil, Nammalvar actually says, Kedum idarayavellam Keshava ennum namam. Idar in the sense, fear. In this case, idar is any obstacle. Let us say idar is fear now. Keshava ennum namam. There is a temple called Tiruvananthapuram. The Bhagavan over there is called Keshavan. So Nammalvar actually says, whenever you get fear, think of Tiruvananthapuram Padmanabha, who is a Keshavan, Kedum idarayavellam Keshava. That is why Dharma Shastra actually says, whenever you start your vehicle, just say Keshavaya Namaha. When you say Keshavaya Namaha, Bhagavan will come and sit next to you. So, whenever you have an issue, so this is a short term, whenever you have a fear, you need to say Keshava. Let us go one level down. Generally, fear comes when you are alone. If you are with 10 people or 15 people, the fear will be a little less. When you are alone, because of your overthinking, our feeling of fear will be more. But is it possible for me to be there with 15 people every day, every situation, every time, 365 days, to the level of how many years I am going to live? Is it even possible? There are situations where you need to face alone. Like how Gajendra actually faced. He had a situation where a crocodile was biting his own leg. Prahalada, where Hiranyakashipu, his father, wanted to kill him. So it is a very terrible situation, right? His father wanted to kill his own son because of doing something dharmic. He is not doing something adharmic. He is doing something dharmic, but the father wanted to kill the son. Next, Sita Devi, who had an issue with a stranger. She don't even know who Ravana is. He came with a Kapata sannyasi. He came as a sannyasi. She trusted and believed him. Then he kidnapped her. So you can get issues because of stranger. You can get issues because of your own relatives. You can get into a situation where you can get issues. Gajendra got into a situation, he had issues. Prahalada had issue because of his own relative. Sita had issue because of strangers. So issues or fear can come in all the situation. Now let us take these three people. They have come across this situation, never they had fear. The reason they don't have fear is Prahalada knows that Narsimha will not leave him. Gajendra knows that Bhagavan Narayana will not leave him. Sita knows that Rama will not leave him. So the trust is very, very important. Yes, there are issues. Sita had issues for 10 months, not 1 or 2 days. Prahalada had issues for almost his lifetime, not 1 or 2 days. And Gajendra and the crocodile was fighting for 1000 years. It is not 1 or 2 days. 1000 years he was actually fighting for his own life. So God actually came on all this situation. Now we need to remember how God actually comes. Bhagavan has a name called Narayana. Narayana has multiple meanings. Two important meanings are Naram, Ayanam. So there are two words here. Combination of that is Narayana. Naram means living beings. Ayanam means salvage. Ayanam means finally you need to go there. So Naram, Ayanam. So for all the living beings, he is responsible. That is first one. Like how we are responsible for our own children. If our children is getting less marks, if our children is not behaving properly, first who will be asked a question? Parents will be asked a question. Because whoever is responsible for that babies are actually the person who need to answer. Here, all the living beings are children. Bhagavan Narayana is responsible for us. So, for whatever issues we are actually going through, he will be the person responsible to make sure that we come out of that situation. Number one. The second interpretation of his own Narayana Namam is Naram, Ayanam. Narayanam means person who lives everywhere and anywhere, who listens, who sees, who actually we can feel him where he lives everywhere. So wherever there is an issue, before we know there is an issue, he knows that these issues will come to him, right? So he will be the person who comes in between that and then make sure he listens to us and make sure that that issue is not coming to us anymore. Like how he saved Prahalada, like how he saved Sita, like how he saved Gajendra, like how he is saving us. He is just, we can ask, but why am I getting issues? There is a very good story told in Dharma Shastra. There is a small baby and there is a mother. Mother was making the baby sleep. Baby slept. Unfortunately, there is a snake came next to the baby. Mother took the snake, snatched it, killed it, threw it. Number one. Next, there is a scorpion which came next to the baby. Then mother took it, snatched it, threw it away. Unfortunately, what happened? Small ant came and then bite the baby's leg. Baby got up, started crying, and then mother makes sure that pacifies, and she also makes sure that the baby actually asks a question back. Are you not responsible for me? Will you not make sure that this ant is not coming and biting me? Well, mother will not even respond back saying that 5 minutes before you have been saved from a snake. 10 minutes before you have been saved from a scorpion. Because the snake came and scorpion came, the baby will not sleep again. It will get fear. So mother will not even tell. Similarly, we don't even know how many issues he actually saved us from. How many times he actually saved us from so many problems we actually go through. But because of our karma, we will have those small ant coming and biting us. All the issues and fear we are actually going through are just like those ant coming and biting us. Still, mom actually makes sure she pacifies. She makes sure the baby is sleeping again. Similarly, Narayana actually takes care of us. Keshava actually takes care of us. Whenever there is a fear, Kedum Idaraya Vellam Keshava Yennum Nam. We tell Keshava once, he comes, make sure that we don't have that fear. That is exactly what Krishna told Arjuna. Aham, which is he. Krishna says this. Aham, Tva, you, Sarva Papetyu. I'll make sure that not even a single thing is coming next to you. Mokshayishami Mashishaha. Don't even fear that you have that. The proof of this, what I am saying is, standing in a temple called Tiruvallikeni, Triplicane. You go to that particular temple. The temple name is Parthasarathi Perumal Temple. Parthan is Arjuna. Sarathi is driver, who is Krishna. He has written Mashishaha. In his hand, he would have written Mashishaha. Because we are fearing that he has Chakrayuda, some people might fear, right? Chakrayuda is a big Ayuda. He has kept the Chakrayuda down and then he is not even having Chakrayuda. Only Shankayuda will be there, and then in the next hand he will have a kind of something which we will use to go with the chariot. So that is the only thing he has. These are the proofs. He is standing in all the temples. He is standing next to us. So we should not have fear. We should not literally get fear. Finally, when we tell his Tirunama, Tondaradi Pudiyalvar says, even the Mrityu Devada come next to him. Even Yamadharma come next to him. He will say very, very happily receive him. Now Yamadharma was very, very astonished. How he is actually not fearing me? Because anyone will fear death. Why Tondaradi Pudiyalvar is not fearing death? Because he says, I am actually in the Tirunama. When I am telling the Tirunama, I can be here, I can be in Shurka, I can be in Naraka. Diviva, Bhuviva. Wherever you keep me, I will tell the Tirunama. So the fear should not be there for us. Krishna is there, Rama is there, Narasimha is there. As he saved Prahalada, as he saved Sita, as he saved everybody in the Nandagrama, he will save us too. Jai Shri Narayana, Jai Keshava.